What are the different gender identities?
There's a video clip from the BBC that's back in the news this week because it features children asking questions about sexual orientation and transgenderism.
That's a really, really exciting question to ask.
And they appear to be children of about 9 to 12 years old. And they were asking questions such as, how many gender identities are there?
Do you know there are so many gender identities?
It seems strange that people are desperate to put a number on the amount of gender identities that there are.
We know we've got male and female, but there are over 100, if not more, gender identities now.
I think it's fair to say that gender and biological sex are two different things, and that's why we have two different words for them. But they're certainly related, and generally I think people would agree that gender tends to be along a spectrum, and most people will be further towards either that male or that female end of the spectrum.
So we know that some people might feel like they're two different genders. So people might think they're bi-gender. And then you've got some people who might call themselves genderqueer, who are just like, I don't really want to be anything in particular. I'm just going to be me.
If the message that you're trying to get over to children is that gender and biological sex are two different things, I don't think there's a problem with that. And certainly gender roles are different from culture to culture. What it means to be a man or a woman in one country might be something different in another country, might have changed over time, might have evolved. So I don't think there's a problem with explaining that these two words are different. But when you start to assert, as if it is factual, that there are these certain examples of gender identity, where are you going to draw the line? Wouldn't it be better to just say, you know what, if you're a young male person, a young boy, and you exhibit some behavioural traits that are stereotypically associated with females, that's fine. It's okay to be a boy yet be interested in fashion or playing with dolls or any of the other stereotypical activities we associate with females. And likewise, if you're a young girl and you like to play football or you want to do martial arts or boxing, that's fine, because these gender roles are just stereotypical and they don't have to be linked to biological sex. And why is there this emphasis? The same people that want to tell us gender and biological sex are different seem to emphasize the connection between the two, because you end up having young people who question their gender identity and then want to change their biological appearance, their actual physical makeup. And I think that's very dangerous. And there are young adults coming forward now who are saying that at an early age, when I was unsure of my gender identity, I was pushed down the road of hormone blockers, puberty blockers, all these drugs that can be put into someone's body to change their physical form, their biological physiology, just because of how they're feeling inside in their mind. And the lady in the documentary, in the BBC clip, used an interesting phrase when she said people might think that they are such and such a gender identity.
People might think they're bi-gender.
If it is only to do with how you feel and how you identify, why should there be any pressure to change your physical form just to fit a stereotype that is associated with it? And the more tolerant and the more accepting that we become of many different lifestyles, many different forms of identity, which is a great thing. I think we also have to be accepting of ourselves and learn to accept ourselves the way we are, and understand that it's fine to be a man who is interested in certain things, who might have a certain sexual preference. That doesn't have to be conflated with the need to change your physical form and suffer from what some people once called gender dysphoria.